So celery is one of those seeds that are really easy to germinate. Here is a growing celery. He's been going for about 2 months in the veggie garden from a little seed. You know, they come up so quickly. So if you sow them, you can use them as microgreens, the first little guys that come up, and then you can put some into the garden to become established. Now, I have to be perfectly honest. The only use for celery for me in the past was by using it in the base of my stews and in a gorgeous soup, just the stalks. But of late, we've been experimenting a bit, and oh my word, I dig celery now. And that's how life works. You kind of like start with things that you don't really like, and then you fall in love with them. So this is a beautiful celery. We're gonna need all of it. We're gonna need the leaves, we're gonna need the stalks, and much like most of our leafy veg, everything starts happening from the center. Look here, there's the new leaf that's emerging. There's a new little guy in there. And our more mature ones are to the outside. So we're gonna pick from the outside, okay, because this is what we're gonna be using. And we're gonna give this guy time to just carry on. And in a couple of days' time, 10 days, probably 12 days' time, we'll be able to pick more. And that's the beauty of these guys. Oh, smells so fresh. Right. And then we're hitting the kitchen, and we're gonna show you some cool things to make. Okay guys, our celery has had a little rinse, a little zhuzh, and now we are going to start off with it. So remember I said to you earlier that I kind of really wasn't into the other bits except for in my stews. Well, one of the most fun things that we have found is that by using the leaves, we can make amazing celery salt. So the way to do it is as follows. And let me show you what you end up with. You end up with this over here. So how did we get to this? This is the simplest, quickest, easiest, fun way to make your own dried herbs. And all you do is you take the leaves, pop them in between some roller towel, dried leaves, pop them in between roller towel, into the microwave for 2 minutes, and out comes this. And this you can store in an airtight jar, and you can keep this in your pantry for a long, long time. So that's what you do with your leaves. No longer fed to the worms, but you're going to keep them and make your own celery salt. One of the best ways, and we know that celery is really good for you. What is it good for? Blood pressure, kidneys, overindulgence, all those things. But first up, let's make the celery salt. Nice and easy. We've taken our leaves that are from the microwave straight in, and we're going to pop them into the pestle and mortar. And if you're working on quantities here, you would use a cupful of celery leaves to about 2 teaspoons of salt. Now, it's not a lot. You're not going to end up with a lot, but that's the whole point. We don't want abundance. We want intensity. So these little guys are in here. I'm just going to grab some coarse salt, and I'm only going to use a teaspoon of coarse salt here. In it goes, and then we give it a good bash. And this, my friends, is going to turn out to be the most amazing celery salt. Ooh. Look at that. Come and take a closer look at that. That is celery salt, guys. And just to test it, fresh, bursting, bubbles, yummy. Okay, so all I need now is a teaspoon, and we're going to pop this back into our jar, and that is how you use it. But right now, let's get on with the next great trick with celery, which makes me love it. So for this one, we're going to be using the stalks. So pop them down there, and I have to tell you that I do have to pay homage to the person who introduced me to this. And his name is Doug, and I really didn't like eating celery just like this. But Doug has showed me a way to do it, and we've kind of pimped his recipe, so thanks, Doug, for this. What we're doing is we're taking some lovely slender stalks. that are just enough to kind of grab onto and munch through. And we're going to start with our mixture. And we're going to start off with a cup of cream cheese. Cup of cream cheese in the bowl. Nothing fancy about this, guys. Nice and easy. We've got a packet of thick white onion soup, but I'm only using half a packet. So the rest you're going to just seal up and keep that for another day. We take a sieve and we just want to sieve through half of the packet of the thick white onion soup because we don't want all the chunky bits, all right? We just want the flavor. Okay, let's get that in here. And you see, those are the bits that are left. We're not interested in that for today's exercise. All right, for a little bit of flavor, we're gonna add a dash or two of some Tabasco sauce and a dash or two of Worcester sauce. Always give it a good shake because the goodness always gets stuck at the bottom. And in that goes, yeah, that should do. And now all we do is give it a good mix until we've mixed in the Tabasco, the Worcester sauce, and the thick white onion soup. Looking much better. Nicely mixed in. Let's do a test. Bit of zing. That's what we like. Now, okay, if you've got a piping bag, and that's if you're kind of into cake decorating and stuff, which I'm not, then use a piping bag. If you don't, then you simply improvise, because I will never own one of those. And we're gonna pop some into a little packet. All right, this is the yay, beautiful, messy part. Get it into the corner. Yay. Once you've got it into the corner, then grab a pair of scissors and wait, just in the corner over here, just in the corner, a little cut. There we go. Okay, now, your little babies. And we are simply just gonna, oh, yummy. Pop it on. Now this looks yummy. Okay, let's not eat it. Let's put it over here. And we're gonna get going with the others. So yummy. And that little baby in here, and because we can, we've got, let's put him here so you can all take a look at it. All we're gonna do is, we've got some nuts. You can choose any nuts that you want. And we're just gonna chop them up a bit, just for a bit of extra crunch. Give them a bit of a bash. Sprinkle them on top. Yummy. There we go. A few little bacon bits. And who wouldn't want to indulge in this? A little bit of celery salt. Cowabunga, we are ready to eat celery sticks.